Hello friends, it is Senor Jefe again. We've got another website for you. This time really quick, really simple, called vClock. vClock. vClock.com. This is it has a lot of different uses, but I use this in the classroom a lot of times for a timer, for a countdown timer of some kind. A lot of times I say, okay, you have 5 minutes to do this or 10 minutes to do this, and this is just a timer. Now, a lot of times what I look for when I want some kind of a countdown timer, or if I want some sort of tool to use in class, especially one that I'm going to show on the projector screen, is that it's really simple. And so I really like this one because it is very simple, but it also has a lot of different abilities to customize and to change some of the settings. So here's the countdown timer. You can start it, you can stop it, you can reset the timer. We were doing something with 6 minutes there. And then when you click on Edit Timer, you can set it to a certain amount of hours, you can set it to a certain number of minutes. Obviously, I use the minutes more often, and then along with seconds. When it zeroes out, okay, you can either have it just restart all of a sudden, or you can have it kind of continue to go as a stopwatch. So that's kind of neat that you can change some of those settings. Here's the sound that you get afterwards, and they have quite a few different options. So I do love that they give you lots of options for that. You can have a repeat sound, or you can just have it play one time, which sometimes is nice. If you can't get to the timer when it ends, then you can just have it play once and then it's done. And then this allows you to preview the sound. And then you can give it a title. Now I like this because this not only can the students see the timer, but they can see the reason why they're being timed. And now you may think, well, duh, aren't you telling them what they need to do? Well, of course I am, but there are, as all of you teachers know, students don't listen the first time, and there's bound to be one or two students who have no idea what's going on. So just helpful to have some instructions, and this is also helpful for like English as a second language learners. If you say something and they don't understand but they can read it, that's also helpful. You can choose to show the message or not. The other thing that this is good for is that this timer, it doesn't have like an account that you set up, but it tracks the information that comes from your computer. So if you're using this website on the same computer, it will remember the timers that you've used in the past. So you can give this a title, and so if you always do like a pair share activity, then you can have this, you can type in pair share clock or whatever, and if you always give them 5 minutes or something like that, and that's you could just use this and then have it pull up. You can click on it again, because, for example, if you scroll down, for example, here are my recently used timers. And these are ones that I've done already. So these are some that you can use. Here's some what they have a specified time. You can click on that real quick if you want. So like I said, lots of options to customize lots of things. I feel like they've really kind of thought of everything. So that's really handy. One thing that I don't appreciate is that once I've set the timer, there's only this option to start it, and maybe I'm just not understanding it very well, but once I set it, then I have to like start, and then sometimes I don't want it to start right away, and so I'll just stop it and reset. It's not a big deal, but just one downside, I guess. You can share the timer, which may be helpful if you have other if you're in a department and you guys are going to use some kind of the same timer or something like that, you can do that. And then you can really quickly decrease the font if you want it smaller, increase the font. I love this full screen option. You can set it to full screen and it really minimizes what the students see. So I do love that. Now it also has some really fun features over here as far as finding out different holidays. I found out more about Boxing Day. I didn't know really much about Boxing Day, being from the United States. And so I was able to come here so these are just lists of holidays. When you click on one, it will give you a countdown timer to that day, but it also gives you information about that day, and then it links to Wikipedia, which is, it's so fun. I mean, I just love that you can find out a ton of information about some of these different holidays. Maybe if a student in your class asks, how many days until whatever, you can pull this up real quick and you can show them, well, there's this much time exactly, right? Or maybe, and you can, I haven't tried it quite yet. Oh, actually, wait. Anyways, I know that there's a way that you can, like, maybe you can start a countdown timer. You can set a countdown timer for the end of school or something. You can kind of have that going, maybe, I don't know. I might do that this year. And so there's some settings over here as well. You can change the font from a digital font, kind of a digital clock feel. I really like this feel personally, so I like that. And then this is, whether it's a 12-hour, 24-hour clock. And then here's night mode, which I have turned on. If it's not, then you like this. I like the night mode when I'm projecting because it just helps the students focus on me instead of the screen. And then you can change some of the colors here too. This is a really quick way to change from night mode to not night mode. These are the same options right over here that you can get over here, probably for mobile devices, I'm guessing. And so anyways, yeah, there's a stopwatch, which you can start and then click lap you can keep the timer going, but kind of stop at a certain time. So maybe if you want to do that, you can do that. And then for, if you need an alarm clock of some kind, it's right here. Another thing about this time feature right down here is that it shows you the time where you're at. This is the time for me here in China. But it also shows the times for other places in the world. You can add, you can modify, you can move it up, down, move to top, you can delete it, things like that. And then once you click here, for example, that will now be my time for Berlin, Germany. And so that's an option. And I think if I refresh, oh no, it does choose Berlin, but it probably, let's see. And then, this is really fun too, is it shows me the local clock, how much time difference there is between me and the clock that I've chosen up there. So I think that's really fantastic. I don't need that. Get out of here. Done. Okay. Yes, going back to time. Here we are, current time. So really fun. vClock, just an option here for educational tool if you want to use it. And there you go. Good luck. Please let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.